FintechOS empowers insurers and banks with the agility and innovation they need to remain relevant in an ever-changing market. With their platform, they enable insurers to create hyper-personalized products that meet the needs of customers and small business. Today, they will present how they enable data-driven and personalized insurance. Next on stage, FintechOS.
Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you're all awake after last night's long party. I'm Chris Kay, and with me on stage is Paul Webster. At FintechOS, we have a mission, and that is to help financial services companies innovate their products, their propositions, and customer experiences at the speed that their markets require. And where we like to focus attention is on small, medium businesses. Why? Because it's an underserved community, both by insurance and by banking. To give you an example, a recent survey analysed SMEs, and they found that 58% of those SMEs were not insured for the 3 biggest risks that they perceive to their business. Now, that is leaving money on the table for insurance companies. But also, I'd say morally, as an insurance business, we need to help those people be covered. But it's not that easy. Why? Because there's a huge number of small, medium businesses with a huge variety of different businesses and an even bigger variety of needs, risks, and covers that they need. They're also time poor. They're busy running their businesses. They don't have time to spend hours talking to brokers, talking to insurers, filling out forms, whether online or not. They don't have the time. But I think there's 3 words I want you to consider why I think we can help. The first one is digital. We're at the digital insurance event, and digital is going to be the future, there's no question. The second is data is at the core. There's a huge amount of data that's being left on the table that the industry could use, not only to analyze risk, but to actually offer relevant things to those SMEs. And the last one is, while we think insurance is really interesting, we get up every day and think of insurance, it's not. And it needs to be embedded in other people's journeys, in relevant journeys where you can make it seamless and easy for those customers. So taking those 3 themes, what if we could show you how you could do those in an embedded journey that would be easy to manage and deliver as a proposition? May I introduce you to Paul?
Thanks, Chris. So imagine the scenario. I'm a director of Chris's events business. Business is going well, it's growing, but I need some extra capital. I'm here at the conference, I'm time poor, I don't have my paperwork with me, and I don't want to spend 30 minutes speaking to a human being. Luckily, I've been advised of a finance company that provides a nice loan application process online, and of course, I have my mobile with me. So let's have a look at the journey. First of all, I can enter the amount I want to loan and the repayment period, and I get a quick indicative quote. I then need to enter some details about Chris's company, CK Events, and I click on Next. As the wheel spins, the process is doing an online lookup of my company and financial information. This is the UK, this is Companies House. But it's saving me time and it's providing me with accurate data. I click on Next again, and as you'd expect, I need to enter some details about myself. After all, I'm applying for the loan on behalf of Chris's company. And as you'd also expect, I need to enter some information about how I get contacted and some consents. I'm happy to declare I've never been bankrupt, so the process goes into a decision engine where it checks whether the loan is going to be approved in principle. And great, it is. Right. I now need to prove my ID. And luckily, I've got my driving license with me, so I can take a photo on my phone. I need to apologize for the next part because it's now time to take a selfie.
At this point, Paul needs to stay still because it's doing face recognition and checking that face recognition against the ID that he's given.
Thanks, Chris. So security being quite important. Now, this is interesting. It's asking me to upload some documents, including my P&L statement. but I've already said I don't have that to hand. I can, however, click on the Coda icon. Coda are our partner. And this then gives permission to access more financial, company and wage roll information online. Saving me time, it's up to date, it's accurate, and it can be used as a proxy for providing me with not only a personalised loan quote, but also, as you'll see later, a quote for my insurance. Brilliant, so my loan has now been approved, and I can sign my documentation online. Fantastic, I'm going to get paid within 2 days, and Chris can start recruiting some new staff. And this is really interesting. So now it's telling me that the data that's already been recorded to get me a loan can also be used to get me a quote for my insurance. And I'm happy to give my permission for the data to be used. And I really like this too. So it's providing me with a really hyper-personalised quote for my business. It recognises that I'm an events company and I need some specific covers, such as business interruption and employer's liability, and it quotes me my premium. I'm then taken to a step where I need to enter my client details, but of course these have already been captured already. So I don't need to capture information again. I just need to confirm that I'm a limited business. All I need to do now is confirm the insurance covers I need, confirm that I want cover to start today, and I get a nice summary of the coverages and the limits I've selected. I want to pay monthly by direct debit, and because the process has already got my bank details, that already gets set up. I also get nice online links to my documentation that I can view and I can print. And at the end of the process, I get a nice summary of the loan and the insurance that I've taken out. This is one streamlined process. It's not just about linking an insurance journey to a banking journey. And of course, I'm going to give that 5 stars. Chris.
So let's summarise what we've just seen. What you've seen is 2 specific journeys, applying for an SME business loan, which was easy, and applying also underneath for an insurance. They're 2 separate processes, but they've been bound seamlessly into one experience for the customer. And that's quite important. The second thing, when we refer back to, it is used data. And it's used data in 2 ways. Data from external sources, but more important, data, real-time data from the customer's own systems. And those pieces of information have been used both to assess the loan and insurance from a risk point of view, but also to personalize the covers. And as we said, 3 words, digital, data, and embedded. All of these were enabled by FintechOS's platforms. On the banking side, by FintechOS's end-to-end banking platform, and on the insurance, FintechOS's insurance platform. FintechOS is a 5-year-old company. We're Series B funded with 80 million investment. We've grown to 450 customers, 450 employees supporting 60+ customers. Some of those names you may recognize. In the banking side, Société Générale and Oni as 2 examples. And if you look at the insurance, NN, who's headquartered here in Amsterdam. If you look at the others, you've got Vienna Insurance Group, headquarters out of Austria. And then if you look at UK, Howden's one of the leading brokers and MGAs in the world. If you like what you saw, please come and visit us at the booth where we'll show you how we configured this easily and how maybe we can work with you to do some inspiring things. Thank you very much for your time.